One popular thing to do on maps is to draw animated paths between them that reflect the time on this map. So let's go to the spreadsheet. First thing that we're going to do in order to do a path, we need to basically give each of the dots a name because we need to refer them by the name. So I'm going to start here like Bourne, I'll just call it Bourne. William and Mary is WM, say Montgomery, etc., etc. I'm just going to copy it from the other one actually. All right, so now I've given an ID, and these IDs are going to be very critical in order to reference these dots. And we'll use this, the concept of IDs is useful because instead of having to retype everything each time, we just say, oh, I'm talking about that line 1 where he was born, and I call it Bourne. The only thing about the IDs is they have to be unique. You can't have two Bournes. You could have Bourne 1 and Bourne 2. So what we're going to try and do is create a path now that goes between these dots. So we could put in start and end dates, but I think in this case we want to take them directly from the dots themselves. So basically, whichever dots we decide to use, it'll go through them at that time. So I can give it a name. So this is Jeff's Travels. Don't really need that. I need to say the color, so we'll make it orange. The size, we'll make it 8. Let's make it 16 pixels so we can really see it. The opacity is always good to put some sort of opacity in there, like 50%, so that the line blends over the map a little bit. And then we put a map marker, star, at the head of it, and the map size will make that 20, big star, or 30 in there. And then we also need to tell it that we're animating it. Otherwise, instead of animating, they'll just show up leg by leg as we go through it. Now we have to tell it which dots we're going to go from. So we're going to start from Bourne to, just for right now, to when he did the Declaration in Philadelphia. So we basically separate them by a comma. So we've got two things. Bourne is referring to this one in 1743, and declare is to 1776 when he wrote the Declaration. So it's going to take the positions that we set for Bourne and the positions we set for declare and animate between them. And let's see what it looks like. So we'll Alt-R to get the new thing on there. And now as we move the slider, we'll see we have a fat line going from there to, here, I'll go back, go out a little bit. It goes to Philadelphia. And that's how you make paths. Now, we can make it much fancier. We don't have to just go from there. I'll take the paths, basically go through all of them. And now it's going to go from 1743 through all these particular dots until we go there. So let's look at that. Okay, so now as we cruise through, he goes through Governor first, then basically goes through each one of the dots. I'll zoom out so we can see it a little better. And that's how you make paths. And you can have as many paths as you want in this whole thing. Now, alternatively, we could have set the timing here. We could say I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to go from 1750 to 1776. And so it's essentially going to ignore the times on there and go through. And if I Alt-R it again, so now nothing's going to happen until 17 there until 1776, and then it's done. And when it's finished its path, it goes away. So you can use the same dots in multiple paths.